Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here at Rule 1 Model Railways. Today we're going to be looking at using this lighting set, the interior lighting set for a coach inside this Hornby Class 153. Stay tuned for more. So thank you for joining us today. As I said there, we're going to install this lighting set into this Hornby Class 153. So first of all, we'll need to remove the body. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Just prise both sides off gently. There we are. So inside our shell, you can see there along the top where we're going to need to stick it. Now we do have a circuit board inside the 153 unit. We'll need to work out where we're going to put the lighting unit inside that. So I suppose we should open up the lighting unit and see what it looks like. Here we go. So it's designed for coaches, so it has some red lights in it for the back if you're going to use it in a coach. You can just chop those off if you don't want to use them. Now the interior of the lighting unit has these. Now the lighting unit itself comes with little plugs, as you can see there. These two prongs plug in. They do, if I get them in the right bit. There they go. And then you can connect and disconnect them for as many lights as you need. So now I've got a short lighting unit or a long one. So really they're suitable for any carriage or model. Here we are. So let's have a look further. So, on a Hornby decoder, which this is, we need to tap into input number 3 and number 7, I believe, to power this. And that will work on function number 3, which is the only function which is on and off, which will work with such a unit like this. So after a closer inspection of the circuit board, what we've decided to do, I'm going to remove this, turn it upside down and actually solder to the back of the plate where the DCC decoder plugs in. That way I can wire this underneath where it's supposed to be so the light will show through, and then we can plug the rest of the lights along in the carriage later on. But we're going to wire this directly into the back of the plate where the DCC decoder goes, just for the ease of use there. So we've unscrewed this at the moment. Now I have to unplug all of the sockets, and I'll show you where we get in a moment. So here we go. After a careful bit of soldering, you can now see we have soldered a wire to each of the contacts that we needed to use. That's the green wire and the blue wire from the decoder. The blue wire is the positive, and the green wire there from the decoder is the function wire that is not usually used, so we're going to use that one. So this will be our function and this will be our positive. So it's always very important that before you put everything back together, you do test what you've wired in. So my quick test here now will be to see whether number one, the motor still works and I haven't shorted anything, which I shouldn't have done, but we'll see. There you are. No, it still moves, so we know it's functioning. It should be button number 1 should make that work. So there we are. we now have interior lights to stick in using function number 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go get the rest of the series of lights and plug them in too. Now I just turn the power off quickly. You don't want the power on when you do anything like this. We'll just see whether everything works before we tape it all in or glue it in. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, we'll find out. Pop the power back on. Now I plugged in the whole series of them and hit number 1. There we are. That's going to light up the interior of my 153. I'm going to go put it all back together and we'll have another look at it then. So I've glued on the circuit board for the LEDs underneath there. You can see it there, just hanging down underneath. And from that, I've put some wires on it to one of the modules there. For the rest of the lights, we're going to use that as a plug. And we're going to stick the rest of them in on the roof. Now I've added a load of extra wire just in case when I take the body off, I don't want to rip it all to pieces. So that'll allow us to do that. And when we put the body on, we'll fold this up on top so it won't be seen. But that's how far we got so far. It's all working nicely, all tested and soldered together now, so shouldn't be too much more to do. So here it all is with the lights glued in. That end one there is still not glued in. It's been left loose, so it'll unplug if I need to ever separate the body completely from the chassis. And they're wired in all the way up to there. Used a bit of contact adhesive to hold it in. Now all we've got to do is thread that wire in on top of this board. I've also taped up the decoder so it won't short on anything. And we'll see what it looks like in a moment. See you in a bit. So now, conclusion to the addition of the LED lights there. We're going to show you them working. So there we are, I've got our interior lights and we have our front lights working independently now, all based on functions, all installed correctly. I'll just run it so you can see. Doesn't flicker or anything. Overall, I think it's a very nice success, that build. Yeah. That's it, and that's how to install lights on your Class 153 made by Hornby. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.